Greg Olson. Greg, this is a division you know a lot about, and the rivalries within this division always kind of gives you a good game when it's NFC South against NFC South.
Yeah, and this is a division, Mike, that I've lived in for a long time in my career. And at one point, you can make the argument that it was the best division in football. But right now, it's the quarterback uncertainty. Do we have the quarterback of our future? Did we just draft one? Did we just sign one? What does that look like? 2 of the 4 teams, brand new coaches taking over control to start this season. No division won fewer games last season. They've got a lot of work to do before this division can hold a candle to some of the others we see throughout the NFL.
Here's Baker to begin with a pass. Whoa! Oh no, right at the start he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Good work to get the first down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that first down, which he does a great job getting, but it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll go again with White. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on 4th down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. D. Alford on the return for the Falcons. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or 2. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Open man downfield, that's London. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First rule of backed up offense. Get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
1st and 10. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Short throw taken by Pitts. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down. They go play action with Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Robinson. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
2nd down, Cousins. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be taken down. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those
under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the left side in the hands of London. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Cousins gonna throw. He puts it up, And it's caught. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here comes White on the toss right. That was some good downhill running to get him about 6 yards and set up a much more manageable third down. Throwing is Baker. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Jake Camarda on to punt it away again. And he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. Throw over the middle, caught by London.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run it here with Robinson. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Cousins now on 2nd down. To the outside. Catch made by London. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
So that'll bring up fourth down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. As he'll come on to punt this one away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
So after one, it's the Falcons with the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On second down, Baker. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And this one doesn't do a whole lot. It's out of bounds, short of midfield.
Automatic first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Baker going to hand it to White. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
They send Evans in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's White. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Third down and 9. They send Godwin in motion. Some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
They send Godwin in motion. Here's Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Falcons' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Pitts is the man in motion. Here's Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Play action now. It's Cousins. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Third and long. Now, Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You sell the curl and go, and you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. "7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's in. Charlie Werner. Touchdown, Atlanta. On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On play action, Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. There's Evans, he's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They send Evans in motion. A second down throw for Mayfield. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Falcons offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They go play action with Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, K.J. Britt. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Ray McLeod going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead. And we get you across the state to Orlando and check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Ray McLeod on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. On 1st and 10, Cousins taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons extend it to a 21-6 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They go play action with Mayfield. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They send Godwin in motion. While play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences.
Still 3rd down.
Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Atlanta.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
On first down, right back to Robinson. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the option, here's Robinson. And And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 2nd down, Baker. Get this complete right side to Otten.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. That's his tight end, Otten. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This one caught left side by Evans. They send Godwin in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Mayfield. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Levante David doing his work on defense. Cousins now on second down. And that ball incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. That's a gain of 15. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but that once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Cousins. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Has an opening, past the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 1st down.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back and is very close to a 1st down.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still 2nd down.
Shotgun snap and a give to White. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That's caught. It's Evans. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? they've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers will cut the deficit to 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
On first down, Cousins. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Motioning one of the tight ends. A give, and here comes Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he is close to the pileup, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him,
it is brought in the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught, left side, it's complete. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Good start there. Early completion, but now they've got to get across midfield and go. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Still 1st down.
Now Mayfield. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A pickup of 44 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with White. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Baker to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. McLeod now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
On 1st and 10, Cousins to the outside. Catch made by London. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Cousins. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now Cousins. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. He'll run. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Pitts is the man in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. There's that man again, another catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll keep it on the ground. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. They'll run with Robinson. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And At this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They send Evans in motion. They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run with White. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. He'll find his running back, White. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to potentially send us to overtime. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one, he's gotta have. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Another try, 2nd and 10. Cousins now. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Avery Williams on the return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing his Cousins. Left side in the hands of London. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. Ho-ho! And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Another run here for Robinson. Ooh, Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
They'll work now on second and 4. Cousins will get this to Pitts once more. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Second down, Cousins. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. The Buccaneers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll tuck it and take off. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. One of the tight ends in motion right. Mayfield. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They send Godwin in motion. Throwing is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches.
And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for one to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. McLeod now to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Cousins to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Buccaneers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Mike, find me a defense that doesn't love being part of a battle like this in overtime. I mean, the back and forth, stop after stop. And now this group comes through with a huge turnover to now give their offense a chance to go out there and finally end this ball game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 33 yards.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. This is a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. Final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.